Ausar Thompson down the lane. He's going to take away running out. Rod. Basket cutter is.
Ausar Thompson, man. Ausar this year is averaging 9 points per game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. I know to y'all that may not sound like jumping off the paper or anything like that. You have to watch the game to understand this man's impact. I feel like he is one of the most switchable defenders in the NBA, meaning he can guard 1 through 4. Kind of hold his own on the 5s too, depending on who it is. His bread and butter is his defense. That's what makes him stand out as a player. Very switchable, elite on ball. I'm talking about, we done seen him lock up a plethora of elite shot creators. James Harden, he held him to like 15 points on 22% shooting. I know Harden gave him 52, but we're not talking about that right now. Jason Tatum, he had like 4 or 5 steals on him in one game. The athleticism, the lateral quickness, he got it all, you know, even the ability to challenge shots at the rim. If he was able to make the 65 game threshold this year, he would undoubtedly be a All-NBA defender this year. But another thing I want to speak on his offense. I honestly feel like Ausar and his role with the Detroit Pistons this year, he wasn't necessarily being utilized correctly. I feel like just like his brother Amin, he should be utilized in the dunker spot more often than not. I know what y'all gonna say, like, oh, for the spacing, and with him not shooting the ball right now, sticking him in the corner is not the best way to utilize him, even though I know Cade is balling right now. Like, so that's one of the main reasons why he's not on ball and creating for others. But that is an aspect of his game I feel like is very underrated. His playmaking, if you really pay attention, he create a lot of shots for others, and his passing instinct, the passes he can make is just crazy. I feel like in order to really tap into his full potential, y'all should let him be more of a secondary ball handler. The Pistons really actually was doing a lot of letting him control the offense near All-Star break, and we seen that's when he had his best numbers and the best production that we've seen from him so far. I mean, considering I don't think he had a game, probably maybe one over 30 minutes. And even with the production that he put up now, is just, it don't tell the whole story of who he is. And you gotta really watch the game to really like understand the impact that he's making. You know what I'm saying? We looking at one of the best defenders in a league for some years to come. I have no doubt about it. I'm looking at him with a lot of optimism offensively, but defensively, I feel like if you watch basketball, you know I'm not putting no extras on it at all. Dude can defend. Lately, he have been fouling a bit much. He's been getting caught reaching and stuff because he got very active hands. He ripped the ball a lot. People going to the rim, he ripped the ball. He very active in the passing lanes. I'm starting to feel like, I don't know if it's the way the refs calling the games, or is it just him just fouling a lot, because you know how the NBA at times, they can, one night they'll let you be physical, and considering the Pistons style of play is very physical, he would be creating a lot of those turnovers. But lately he's been on the other side of the whistle. I'm talking 4 fouls in the first half, you know, been getting pulled early, you know. But you know what was really crazy about him? In the beginning of his rookie year, he was more of a challenging shots at the rim type of defender. You know what I'm saying? This year, he's showing more of his point of attack defense, picking up the main score. You know, he has the ability to defend on the interior also, as well as defend the team's best shot creator. It's a plethora of ways that you can really use him. You know, he's a utility guy right now. I do feel like he got the potential to one day be a star, but as of right now in his role, I feel like he's showing like he got what it takes to honestly take his team to the next level and elevate others around him. But one aspect I do think that he needs to work on is his ball handling skills, because he tends to move too quick, if y'all know what I'm saying. It's like, for him to be as athletic as he is, you know, a lot of players had this tendency to outrun the ball almost. Like, he like outruns the ball at times. So it's like, I feel like once he learned to control his pacing more, we can all see that he have a handle. What I mean by he have a handle, like he got a crossover. He caught a couple ankles this year, you know, like he ain't no slouch when it comes to handling. It's more so getting to a spot, you know, without losing the ball, falling or tripping. I feel like he needs to slow down a little. Other than that, I feel like once he get more comfortable in his role of handling the ball and getting to spots, that is gonna be almost impossible to stop him, because I feel like he has very good touch around the rim. You know, he do miss layups at times like any other player in the NBA, but it's more so because of moving too fast, almost like a Russell Westbrook type missed layup, you know what I'm saying? But he do still got great touch around the rim. Majority of his shots is coming at the rim. You know, one thing I do think he needs to do though is start to shoot outside shots a little more. I understand in the NBA, they don't like players who's not shooters shooting threes or shooting middies. But I do think you need to shoot the ball, only because although they may not respect you, I feel like with his athletic ability, the ability to be able to shot fake, you know, even if they don't think you will make it, it can bring them outside of the paint. You can create positions to put your teammates in to where you can get dumped down passes, or where you could actually attack or close out more so than they just camping in the paint waiting for you to make a move. You know what I'm saying? So I do think he need to shoot the three a little more, because I mean, my thing is this: if you don't shoot him, how are you going to ever get better at him? He's never been a great shooter, but going back and looking at how he once played, like high school, I know y'all gonna say everybody in high school was good. He wasn't even the best shooter in high school, but he shot the ball, made it respectable, so he was able to get around defenders. I mean, his brother is starting to shoot the three a little more. Neither of them are really good shooters, but in order to tap into the potential I feel like both of them can have, I think they do need to shoot. I'm not saying shoot 6, 7 threes a game, but at least get them up 2, 3, you know. And I honestly feel like next year is going to be a breakout year. It's just something about year 3 for players. I also do think watching Ausar, I don't know if it's still like his conditioning or not, but him in transition, I feel like, I don't know if it's because he run in transition a lot and he don't get the ball, because lately he haven't really been getting the ball in transition like he was during that stretch of his scoring going up. I haven't really been kicking the ball up the court. They haven't really been outletting. He's been, you know, down there by himself and he's not receiving the ball. So maybe that's why he's not running as much in transition right now. But that is something I noticed. I would like to see him with more playmaking responsibility again, like he once was having around All-Star break. He was really creating a lot for his teammates, and I think it'd be valuable for when they're getting when Cade is getting double teamed in the playoffs and stuff like that. I would like to see him play a little more minutes too. I was hearing from the fans that they're just waiting to ramp him up in the playoffs, but he got to stay out of foul trouble in order to stay on the floor. But even then, type person I am, foul out. If that's what you're going to do, you're going to keep fouling, you're going to have to foul out, because we can't, I need to see what I'm really, you know, got with you as a player, you know. Like, I feel like young players need to go and bump their head. I don't really like seeing coaches keep players with a lot of potential on the string like that, be like when they make mistakes or be ready to pull them, you know. Like lately he been in foul trouble early, but then he won't see the floor in the whole second half. Like I'm not really understanding that. Yeah, for the most part, I just think that a bunch of people need to go watch this dude, Ausar Thompson. He like that, you know. I just think he got 20, 10, and 5 potential, and I don't think that's a stretch, because we've seen him. I just think with the ability he got, with the high motor he got, with the IQ, I feel like once he continue to get more confident and comfortable, the sky's the limit. First team all defense next year, maybe second, but first team if you ask me. That being said, if y'all want to see me like talk about more of the younger players or just evaluate players on how I feel about them, y'all put that in the comments, let me know. I think that he will be a star one day, him and his brother. You know, they both got, sky's the limit when it comes to potential to them with them guys. And yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, but y'all have a blessed day, stay safe, remember to put God first.